use them whenever you all need. We just ask you to come on back to this side of the area as quickly as possible. Because as you can tell, this is where all the fun stuff is going to take place today.
Oh my goodness! Look at them, they are beautiful.
Now talking about some of that fun stuff that we're going to have going on.
So he's going to turn 22 on June 22nd. We love birthdays around here. The tour is hanging out on the left, and to the right you are going to see Kai. Kai is 29 years old. Now an easy way to tell these two boys apart from one another. Well, he weighs in at about 8,000 pounds. That's pretty big, right? You guys think 8,000 pounds sounds huge? But that's nothing compared to Kayuke. So again, Kayuke has about 8 years on Tuar, but also 1,400 pounds. So Kai weighs in at about 9,400 pounds. Really big whale. There are also a bunch of individual things we can look for when identifying the different whales. So Tuar, you guys might have noticed when he was swimming by earlier, he's got some fun little birthmarks that you can use to identify him. One is going to be on the right up below his mouth, just a tiny little black dot, but a really easy way to tell that it's Tuar. He's also got another birthmark in his eye patch. So behind their eyes, or the wall, as Amy just did, and you can see the boy swam on over to her. You also might have seen her waving her hands or her fingers back and forth, and that asked the whales to vocalize. Now they did that correctly, so she blew her to be getting a little bit closer view, so watch out for some water. But Takara, she weighs in at roughly 4,600 pounds. So you might have seen when she slid out that she is quite a bit smaller than Kaike, but that's a great way to tell.
Sorry.
Is use information that we've gained from our killer whales and through our training and relationships with them in order to compare that to the killer whales out in the ocean. So we measure these guys, so we're able to get measurements on their lengths and their girth. We also weigh them on a weekly basis, and that's how I was able to tell you exactly what these whales weigh. And we can actually work with from our relationships with the whales. Now it looks like Joel and Takara are doing a fun little play here. So you might have seen him running down her back, and now you see he kind of has like this little water gun, and he's spraying Takara in the mouth. These guys have really sensitive skin. Same thing with their tongues. So sometimes you'll see we'll not just rub them down with our hands, but we have these big brushes that we can use to rub their skin. We'll also take hoses and spray them down, pour full buckets of water into their mouths, or again, Joel is doing that really fun play. You can also see this over around the pool as well with Takara's kids, Takari and Kamea. They're all different. So right now, we've got this time with more of the session going on. If you join us later on or have even been to the 11:15 Orca encounter, you'll see we do those presentations. But those are just small glimpses of blood. So we actually do get blood samples from the whales every single month. The vet will come doing a great demonstration. They'll fly up and out of the water like this, and they'll know to urinate. We'll show them that cut first, so that's why Takara is not currently doing that. But we can just easily It sounds really silly, but that is what we do here. It keeps it different and kind of fun and exciting for the whales. The females in particular are very, very visual. So our 7 and 11-year-olds, Kamea and Sakari, you can just dance in front of them, run around kind of like a crazy person like Joel's demonstrating. And that itself is... But it looks like Takara is going to slide on out here one more time for you guys to get some final photos and videos. Well, it looks like Takara and Sakari are actually giving you guys a nice killer whale style goodbye with those tail flutes of theirs.